Okay, so today I'm just going to quickly be sharing with you the purpose, process, and performance. I couldn't get to share it yesterday. Sorry about all the glitches here and there. It's one of those things, and we are moving into excellence very quickly. So just before the next speaker comes in, I am excited for our lineup of speakers today. You don't want to miss it. You also want to please share and get people, as many as you know, to come in to join. Thank you so much for coming. So today, I started yesterday by laying the foundation of why we need to build capacity for a well-balanced life. One of what we some of the things we made reference to was the fact that we need to do so because there is a call, there is a purpose, and then on our lives that is greater than us. And this is about people. And I also mentioned that the world isn't chaos. They're looking for help. I remember also saying that you're part of a puzzle, so you need to find your space. You're a treasure that the world is looking for. So as women, we can no longer start to sit behind, fold our hands, sit around, but we have to get up and move. And the first step into getting up is knowing your purpose, knowing your why. So your why could be a leading indicator to your purpose. And I say that when you lose your why, you lose your way. One thing we want to redeem this moment in life right now is time. And when we know our purpose or your why, you are able to streamline and focus. And a lot of times your why could be an indication to your purpose. So yesterday also, I talked about us writing down 3 things that can help us, 3 things that we're passionate about. What are those things that we're passionate about? A lot of things catches our attention, but what are those things that touches your heart? Those are indication of finding out your purpose. So yesterday we talked about putting those 3 things down, and I believe that we already have that. And if you haven't, you need to discover yourself and find purpose. Again, you will see that it's only you. The path to self discovery is very difficult. It's not so easy. So it's no one can do your self discovery for you. You need to find a coach, you need a support, so that you need, and the reason why you need to do this is so that you can build capacity. And by so doing, you are able to embrace your purpose wholeheartedly. Thank you guys for joining. So getting help is so important. Life is too precious to waste at this moment. So we need to find a good community of like-minded people. The second stage is process. This is where the mindset shift kick in. It's just that is the kickoff for you. So you want to do a self-assessment and assess yourself. Yesterday we talked about creating a SMART goal, and which comprises of knowing your strengths, your weakness. You want to be able to find out what could be the possible stoppers from helping us achieve our goal or becoming who we are destined to be, or getting to that next stage. I'm glad that Dr. Michelle is going to be coming up to talk about mentorship and the impact. So one of the possible things that could be a stopper, that could constitute as a stopper, is fear. You know, a lot of people are not ready to move into their next phase because they are afraid. They are afraid of failure. They're afraid. I remember coaching one of my clients sometimes ago. This lady, amazing woman, she had so much passion for politics. She has so much passion to be out there. But guess what? For many years, for up to 3 years, she could not just get herself to speak on live. She could speak in the public, she could speak physically on stages, but she could not just, she wasn't able to come online to do it. I know a lot of people fall into that. I was like that too, but knowing the fear, sometimes the way to do is to first do it, is to do it afraid. And I always say, do it in faith. Don't just do it afraid, do it in faith. And when you do it in faith, it eliminates fear. So this lady, we had a coaching session. At the end of the day, she could see that what was holding her back from coming up live was fear. Out of a lot of things that we outlined, the major thing for her was fear. Or it's not just fear now, it's fear of speaking online, because she could speak to thousands, millions of people in live, but when it comes to speaking online live, she was fearful about it. So know your fear, put yourself in spaces and that's how some of the ways to do it. You need to put yourself in spaces that will cause fear to come. Yes, you know that this thing might be fearful, difficult to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. So by so doing, you eliminate fear. The second thing I pen down is excuses. We all know that excuses are useless. We need to learn the process of turning obstacles into a bridge. You know, putting yourself in the space of, and also learning to put yourself in a space of inspiration. I love and appreciate each and every one for being here today. You were here yesterday, and again you are here today. So that shows that you are ready. You are ready to emerge. You are ready to step out into that greatness, and that is so remarkable. So put yourself in a space of inspiration like this. It will help you to grow faster and further. Opportunity comes in all forms. So you don't know when the time and the opportunity for somebody to get to pick you might come. You don't know when the time or for someone to notice your gift is. So if you keep saying, because this one is not ready, there's no perfect position. And guess what? Nobody is perfect starting. Nobody is perfect. You develop your wings. We develop our wings as we grow. We develop our wings as we step out there. So learn to recognize opportunities and to take advantage of opportunity. Esther spoke at length yesterday. Having a mindset of value will help us not disregard any opportunity. It doesn't matter how many people. If it's a child you have an opportunity to speak to impact, it's important you do it. You can't say, no, I'm called to this particular set of people, and ignoring. If God is leading you to reach out to anyone and everyone, please go for it. Opportunity comes in all shapes and sizes. The third one is rejection. It is obvious that you're going to get a no, so many no's, so many rejections. Yesterday I remember talking about Thomas Edison, how he started, and how many times, almost 1,000 times, towards almost 1,000 times towards perfection. It wasn't, I don't know whether the first stage of the bulb Thomas Edison developed was that effective, but he got it at the end of the day. So rejections are okay. It could be from people, it could be from things, it could be from what you are working on. But taking a no for us, an answer is a no. So you cannot take a no for an answer. There might be 1,000 no's, but at the corner somewhere, a yes is there. So we have to dig, search until we get the yes. Comparison, that's another thing that makes people stuck, that makes people stop people from coming out, from stepping forward, from pursuing their why, their purpose, their goal. A lot of people that you see that are working today is because that place is a comfortable spot for them. We need to learn to challenge ourselves. And when we some of the things that I've laid out are things that stops us. Comparison, for example, you will say, "Oh, I'm not as good as this person, so I cannot. I don't think I'm ready." No, we all have equal ability, equal, maybe not equal, but we have the ability to develop ourselves at our own pace. We all have a unique grace, unique grace that helps us that moves us in the direction that we ought to go. So comparing yourself with another person, it will leave us in despair. Rather, we need to learn to change our perspective about comparison. There are a lot of people I admire. There are a lot of people that I see. And once I see, especially people that I know, that I'm glad Dr. Michelle is coming to talk about mentorship. What you don't appreciate, you can never attract. It's okay to appreciate something in somebody, but when you begin to compare yourself using another person as a yardstick, is a no. There is no two individuals that are alike. God has made us so special that you are just so unique, and you have to find your uniqueness. You have to find, if your whatever makes you unique, your voice, you have to find your uniqueness and develop it and celebrate yourself for that. Another thing is, we don't appreciate often what we have. So you need to learn to appreciate yourself and celebrate your little win. A lot of things that I used to do back then is self-talk. You do a self-talk. Let me tell you, nobody started perfect. Nobody, no one. So do your self-talk, believe in yourself, celebrate your little wins. These are the things that helped you to really believe in yourself and your ability to become everything that God wants you to be. The other thing is prioritizing self-care. These are all still under the process, because we don't want to get stuck. When we prioritize our self-care, we are able to build capacity. We are able to evolve. We are able to take on more tasks. You can imagine if you're not eating well, sleeping well, doing exercise, and we have the desire to travel to the whole world. We have the desire to get up every day and talk to people and impact people's life. You will realize that what will happen is that you just become tired all the time. So prioritizing your self-care is so important. Eating healthy, practice journaling. Dr. Ann spoke about that, some of the things that can help us do this yesterday, a great deal. If you want to get the recording, we're going to talk about that at the end of because so much was said yesterday. So seeking support and building the right community is also a very powerful tool to your process. Surround yourself with people of like mind, people that can help you. Seek mentors, coaches, accountability partners. We have group that you're going to be hearing about soon that can help propel us forward. Engaging in community like this is brilliant. There's so many things you have to do. The one thing that no one is allowed to do is to sit still, especially in this time and age. We cannot afford to do that. So seek community, accountability. The second one is time management. You need to be able to. I love that scripture when the Bible says, "Who is it that is set out to build a house? Who will not first count the cost?" So all these processes helps us to count the cost for the next level. It's literally is like you counting your costs, assessing yourself. What do I need here? Who do I need that is going to help me go to the next level? Effective time management and organization skill is important. Dr. Annie spoke a lot about that yesterday, about effective management. Another thing I want us to remember, to put in mind, is to have a vision. Create a vision board. We may not be able to get on all of this today because of time. There's a lot that we need to go through. There's a lot of process to this, but that's why the community matters. That's why getting ourselves into places that can help us develop is important. So creating a vision board will help us to visualize where you're going, to visualize your dream, to visualize your future, and put in us the ability, because once you see, you become. What you see, you become. So you have to have a vision. By encourage people to, wherever you can see it. And I also created some tools that are very effective with vision board. I created a a journal that you can use as a mini vision board. You can put it in your pockets. It's on Amazon. If I will be sharing the link. It's being repackaged right now, redesigned, and it's going to be up maybe by the end of the day, but it's beautiful. It's something good to have. Pay for classes, read books, So these are some of the things. And the last step is performance, taking action. Do you know the difference between a successful person and someone who is not successful? I don't want to say the name that we call them. It's action. Not everybody is perfect. Taking action is key. I said yesterday that in the John Maxwell community, what we say is jump. When you jump, you will develop a wings on your way down. Taking action is important. After you have analyzed your purpose, you may not even know your full purpose, but just have a why that is big enough. A why that is big enough to make you, that your why may not be so audacious, it may not be very big, but whatever that why is important for you to have it. So haven't discovered your why or your purpose, and then you have identified your process, your weaknesses, your strength, and eliminate fear. Certainly fear will come, rejection will come, and you already have ways of dealing with this. Nothing can stop you. The next thing is to take action. And it's okay to take action in bits and in smaller bits. That's why you break down your goals. Setting smart goals is also important. We cannot overemphasize that. A win a day is better than no win at all. A win a day is better than no win at all. So make sure you get this thing. The second thing is creating a daily and a weekly routine. We spoke about this a lot yesterday on establishing routine that aligns with our goals. Scheduling yourself. What I do is every evening, excuse me, let me drink water. Every evening, I set my day. 1 minute, please. Excuse me. So every minute, every night, I try to plan my next day. The second thing is regular reviews. Getting reviews and assess your progress is very important. Getting reviews and assessing your progress is very important. Reflect on what is working and what is not, and adjust your plan. You need strategies. Excuse me. You need strategies. And some strategy come through coaching, comes through one-on-one coaching, it comes through group coaching. You can develop strategies from there, just to know what works, especially when you're setting out, when you're trying to find your brand, when you're trying to find your voice. You need to know what works for you. What kind of audience do you need to attract? All of that. Accountability and motivation. Staying accountable with somebody, it's so difficult. Yesterday we talked about us being, we're not created to be alone. We're not created to live in isolation. So you need people around you, and some of the reasons why is because you need people that can help you move to the other level. Dr. Mitchell is going to be here shortly. She's been an immense impact with bounce ideas and thoughts back and forth. My longtime friend is also here, Dr. Naomi Osemedwa. Amazing. Even Dr. Cecilia, she's joining too. We have a place where we hold each other, where we can call each other, where we can help each other. That's how it works. So celebrate your success, no matter how small. That will help you reinforce on your possibilities and who you are. Embracing adaptability. Sorry, I'm rushing because of time. Um, Life is dynamic. So we need to, in building a compelling future, you need to know that things will happen. What structure would you have in place in case something negative or something bad happen? You plan both for good and for the bad times. Someone will say you save money for the bad time. For the good time, you increase capacity, and then you plan ahead. What if we plan to have 100 people on this and just 2,000 people show? What is our backup plan? All of that goes into the process, into the performance stage. Sorry. Continuous learning and improvements. Continuous development is so important. It's so key. I recommend a book for everyone. The book is by Ibukun Awoshika, called The Girl's Entrepreneur. I think the Girl Entrepreneur. The book is highly effective. I'll encourage you to, if you can get the book. And in our community, what we have done is to be able to build a community where we hold ourselves accountable. So with that, I'm going to go that will help us. We have the Dream Circle community. Some of the things we do there is to help us make a plan for the next 10 years of our lives. So you have most of the things I've talked about. And next month, we're going to be doing the John Maxwell 15 Laws of Growth in the master class. And then we're going to be examining practical steps from this book, The Girl Entrepreneur, as well. This is built to help us. These are some of the resources that are built to help us to grow. Sorry, 1 minute. This dream community is so important to me because it helps us build capacity. It's just a token of 29.99 a month or 30,000 monthly for anybody willing to sign up and join. We have resources, monthly meetup videos. Again, we're going to be looking at some of the John Maxwell Library. We're starting with the 15 laws of growth in the next class. And I want to encourage as many that can join to please join. The best investment one can do is an investment in yourself. We talked about that yesterday. And that is right now, anybody that joins is going to be grandfathered into that price before it goes up. We want to see people coming out in the greatness, the next, from between now, if each of us should had 10 years to our lives right now, do you know how old you're going to be? What would you want to achieve? Esther spoke about legacy so much yesterday. What are you going to be? Just paint that picture. Who are you going to be, and what are you going to achieve? So you need a community of like-minded people. We need to prepare for the future. So that is then we have the Elevate You Grow and Grow. This is a framework that I've developed to help people in our circle to create awareness, activation, and develop personal growth. All of these are some of the things, products we have, and these are the resources. So if you are interested, it's going to be down the link. And I hope I was able to touch on some aspect of it. I hope that each and everyone is able to pick one or two things that can help us prepare for your next level, because honestly, we're going somewhere. We are going somewhere, and I am super excited about that. Thank you so much. I don't know if all our speakers are here yet. Thank you guys for joining. I see Dr. Naomi. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Dr. Cecilia is here as well. What an amazing moment. Is there any question before I bring up the next speaker? Question, comment? Thank you, everybody. Yeah.